If there is one skill that drives me absolutely bonkers seeing it taught online, it has got to be the pistol squat. So many people will give you the box squat and maybe a couple of other drills, but this in particular isn't really teaching you the mechanics or compression strength needed to be able to get a pistol squat. So let's talk about how you can actually get your pistol squat. So many people in the general population struggle with hip flexor strength and hamstring flexibility. So we're going to tackle those two things first. These hip flexor compression lifts are an absolute must. If you struggle with lifting your legs, you're going to want to stay more upright, hands on the ground. If your hands cannot reach the ground, use a couple of blocks. Never be too proud to use blocks. Hands on the blocks, 8 to 10 lifts on one leg, 8 to 10 on the other leg, and we're going to try and get as many as we can lifting both legs together. Engage through the quad. Already you should feel this entire leg engaged and point through the toe. We're going to lift and lower, lift and lower. Now notice there is a difference between lifting like this and lifting like this. We don't want the dead worm. We want a nice straight line, a fully engaged leg, and lift. You should feel this through the entire hip flexor, engaging here in your core, all the way through your quadricep. As you advance, you can take the blocks away. You can begin to lean over the legs and start to lift a little bit higher. You will notice over time, you'll get a larger range of motion and you'll definitely get more strength. Now for hamstring flexibility. You can obviously do seated walks and walk down to the toes to work on loosening up those hamstrings. Another drill I want you to work on would be these standing compression holds. Kimura, but I cannot reach my toes. That's okay. I couldn't at first either. Let me show you. Grab a strap, a band, whatever you can that you can pull taut. We're going to hold it around the wrist, grab it with our hands, put our foot in, and we're going to give ourselves as much tension as we need to. We're going to extend that leg out. We're going to hold. It is going to burn in the standing leg. It's okay. We're going to hold as long as we can. I'd like a minimum of 10 seconds, but 10 to 20 is perfectly fine on each leg. Over time, you'll be able to tighten up on that band, and eventually you'll be able to reach your toes. For single leg strength and balance, I want you to practice these single leg squats. We're going to shift all of our weight into one leg, and we're going to wrap the other foot around the ankle. Yes, your baby toes are still going to touch the mat a little bit, but we want 99% of our weight in that standing leg. Keep that belly button pulling in towards the midline the entire time. Ribs in, squat down, lift, lift. Aim to go for 2 sets of between 6 and 8 on each leg. Next, we're going to start to use our box for support. Now, our outside leg is going to be the foot that stays on the ground. We're going to use the box to roll up into our pistol, and then with this floating leg, we're going to try and pump it up 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and roll back down. Come back up, roll, and pump. 1, 2, 3, and back down. These are tough. I want you to try and go for between 2 and 4 reps on each leg. And then we're going to start trying our pistols from some height. Start standing on your box. The outside leg is the one that's going to float down in your pistol. Now, at first, maybe your single leg pistols look like this. That's okay. Over time, your compression strength will get better and you'll be able to float that leg more. You can also use less height to give you more of a challenge. Then we're going to keep using our box to do full range box assisted pistols. Just as before, the outside leg always stays on the ground. Lift the other leg, try to keep it off the ground as much as possible. You can use as much or as little assistance from the box as you need. We'll also use the box to do assisted negatives. This will help us get a strong push out of our pistols. And remember to practice always using your breath. Inhale down and exhale to come up. If you have a pair of parallel bars, you can also use these to help you with your pistols. After building your strength with these drills, then it's time to test your strength on the ground. Now, it's okay if the first time you do these, maybe you fall on your butt. That's okay. You can also use your hand to assist you, catch yourself, and assist in the push back up. Over time, you'll get stronger and stronger to where you need to use that hand less and less. Practice these drills with consistency and you'll get those pistol squats in no time. Always remember, babe, don't overthink it. Just have fun. Love you, babes.